to be very quiet. I love this stuff. Hello, welcome. Good evening. I'd like to say that tonight I have a show for you that you have to enjoy because it's all about what we're doing, more or less. It's about being involved with online marketing via TV. And this lady has her own TV station. And we're going to talk a lot about that and being an advocate and an activist for herself and for others. I am Joy Ruffin, creator of Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies. And every Wednesday night, I bring to you a leading lady who's going to share her journey with you. Because the whole intention is that you will make a connection with these ladies because we all need more friends, more connections, regardless of what we're doing, because everybody's an expert and a specialist in their lane. Dorothy Kelly is a lady that you're going to enjoy meeting and hearing her story and her journey. I found it fascinating. I want you to also know that women who are in their second act, regardless of age, connect with us here because it's always about informing you with information that will be potent and powerful for you on your journey. And everybody's on a journey, more or less, aren't they? So let me say hello to our guest tonight. I'm going to invite Dorothy Kelly, right into the stream. Dorothy, hello, 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 and welcome. Good to see you here. How are you? Dorothy, can you hear me?
Thank you. Thank you for inviting your show.
All righty. It's a pleasure to have you here. There was a long delay there. I don't know if our connection with you is good. You know, I didn't tell the audience because most everyone knows we had to segue over here because we had so many issues before. But what I want you to start with is tell us the work that you're doing now, Dorothy. Tell us what you're doing now, the work that you're doing, and then we'll go on from there. Can you hear me?
Well, thanks, Joy, because like I have to say you're going in and out a little bit. It's a bit staticky, but I think I got the gist because what
Okay.
do we have to do at eight women except go with the flow?
We have to go with the flow, and the connection
So,
here is not good.
Joy,
I'm beginning to see what you're saying, Dorothy, because there's a lag. There's a lag between what I'm saying and what's coming through to you, and then when you respond back. We'll just make the best of this. If you can understand somewhat, I would just appreciate it if you could tell the audience what is the work that you're doing now and why you love that work so much and how you got into that work. So start with that if you can.
okay. Well, okay. Well, I started my website WT60 almost 1 year ago. Now
Ah,
I'm very new to the online market for our demographic, which is for information. It all seemed to go in the same, which was about reading these long articles. Now, they were so informative, but it was reading, reading, reading. And I thought, is there a way that I can bring this information to women in a different format? And I thought, aha, TV, online TV, which we grew up with.
that's interesting. Now, only a year ago you started this. Are you doing predominantly all of the shows yourself, or are you
I do.
inviting other women in to join with you? Because one of the reasons I wanted you to come here and share time and space with us, Dorothy, is that most of the women that I know, everyone is looking to become more active and more involved and get more exposure on TV. So you said you did a lot of reading and you're doing that. How do you invite women to join you on your TV show so that they can become involved?
Okay.
There is
Yeah.
a lag here. Yes,
Yeah.
go.
Very good question. And here's the truth. I like to use the word TV station.
Woo-hoo.
When you think about how many hours there are in a day for broadcasting, it's a lot. And I am just one person. So there are two ways women could join in. Obviously, first is to just come and watch those. Something new is uploaded every Tuesday.
You know what's happening, Dorothy, is we're losing your voice too is going in and out, and I don't know what's causing that. I
I'm
don't know.
very interested in finding other women that have an expertise, a talent, a skill that they can start producing.
Tell us, Dorothy, about your background before you started. Ooh, there's a lot of noise here. Is that, I don't know where that's coming from because I'm as quiet as a church mouse over here. Tell us your background. I think it's accounting. I don't think I know, but tell us how you segued from accounting to get into having your own TV station.
Okay, well, I always have been a risk taker for one thing. And so to jump into an area that I had no idea how to do, which was in the area of creating video, I didn't even have a camera when we started, but I had a goal and I had a dream. I was thinking if there are 70 million baby boomers, what is in place for us as we retire?
Mm-hmm.
Who is talking to us and for us? Who really has our back in creating the way that we are going?
Dorothy, the information you're
I
giving us.
thought, Dorothy, there are so many.
Yeah.
Yes.
The sound is very static and very noisy, and I don't know which computer and where that's coming from, but
I know.
You hear it on your end as well? The clacking and the noise and the click clack?
I do.
I heard what you said though, and I'm
Yes.
hoping that those who are tuned
Yes.
in will be able to get it too. You said that you realized that there were lots of women at a certain age who were out there who weren't being as visible as they ought to be. So you decided to take up that mantle and to make the station a station. See, there's a lot of clicking and clacking going on here. I don't know where it's coming from, but that's what you wanted to do. And I love the title that you gave me, The Key Benefits of Conversations for the Aging Worldwide. So this was something that you noted right away that was prevalent and needed to be addressed. And you decided to take up the mantle and to do it. I applaud you for that. Tell us more.
House. A different location in my house. I don't know if it was me, but we are nothing more than flexible, aren't we, Joy? And willing to just keep trying things, get it right.
Exactly. Well, you know what, my friend, you won me over because you are very flexible and you stayed and we segued from one StreamYards to live streaming to another. And this sound is a little bit better. Let's hear what did you hear the question that I asked you about how you came to get to the program that you're about now? Okay, then address that. And the location that you're at seems to be a little bit better now. I love this.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
You know what it's going to take. Here's the thing. Women my age, now I'm almost 70, believe it or not. In fact, this is it right on camera. I'm 69 years old. What the heck? So I think, how did I get here? But more importantly, what am I going to do for the next 20 or 30 years?
Absolutely.
I live to be 90.
That's very possible these days.
Yeah, we can all make these next 20, 30 years be just everything we want them to be, regardless of all the issues that are going on that are out of our control right now.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that you gave to me and you said to me was that you feel that it's so important for all women who are at that age break where they can very easily become invisible or everything about them is totally exaggerated, how they can remain relevant.
Yeah.
What are some, because I know one of the big
Yeah.
things with you, Dorothy, I love this, is that you said you want women to become more of
Yeah.
an activist and advocate for themselves and for others. So tell us a little bit more about that, because I love the way you worded
Yeah.
that, because that is my mindset outlook as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Frankly, I didn't realize at the time my programming, and by the way, excuse me, I might have mentioned I'm doing of the con myself right now. I've had a few other women, but starting back in October, I did a 8-part series. It was called Then and Now.
Hmm.
Each week, I looked back at one of the activist activities that we were involved in the 60s and 70s. Think of involved. Oh, I looked at the civil rights movement. I looked at the women's movement, and several. We spent our time what we advocated for, and how unfortunately so many of those issues are unresolved. And it's not time for women our age to just quit and say, okay, this is now younger people's challenge, in my opinion. No, we can challenge ourselves to step up and go to the forefront and become engaged, re-engaged in
Hmm.
some of the struggles that still exist. So it's not only for ourselves. Yes, activism for ourselves. You got to take care of yourself, be in charge of your own life, your health, your money, but also and advocate for yourself, but also advocate for not only others, but to me, a big thing is the planet.
Ooh, I hear you loud and clear. Now, I don't believe that there are any stupid questions, and I don't like the word, but why do you think there are different mindsets and outlooks and takes on this? Why do you think older women are so overlooked, especially in this day and time? Why is it that there is an irrelevancy about aging? But yet, to date, your timing, I think, is superb, because that's slowly changing. Because I think, Dorothy, the universe is crying for women to step up and step out
Yeah,
into their total femininity.
yeah,
Yeah. But why do you think that is or has
yeah.
been to date? Mhm.
Well, I'm not really sure about that. It, why is ageism such an issue? I've bought many books that authors have talked about it. And that's a tough one for me to answer, Joy. I'm not sure about this whole thing around ageism because, frankly, for me, I never let it define me. But you brought up a point earlier. We know that older people
Mhm.
can feel invisible,
Yes,
isolated,
irrelevant.
lonely, disregarded,
Mhm.
not given their value,
Right.
not encouraged to be relevant. So society has put this on us for whatever reason, but we don't have to make it define us.
Oh, I so agree with you, Dorothy. And I tell you, um, I ask you that question for a reason, because in my limited view and awareness, I tend to think that there are a lot of women who are in our age bracket, 10 or 20 ahead or behind, who are attempting to stay forever young. This is not my language, but it ain't happening. I don't care how many Botox and this, that, and the other that you
Mhm.
do. What you want to do is stay forever youthful in your mind and your projection and your outlook. And the word that you use is relevant,
Yeah,
vibrant, and vital and
yeah,
valuable to others, because it is up to us to be pivotal
yeah,
role models for those who come behind us, our younger generation. And when I read that there's more suicide among younger people than ever before, that was terrifying for me, because it speaks to a lot of things. That's why when I met you, I really wanted to get to know more about you and what you're doing, because I think that this TV station that you have can be so important for so many women to come and share their story and impact others with it. So to date, how do women get to you to share? I know here's your TV station, and then there's your Gmail. But how do you vet them to get onto your station so that they can share what they're doing and what they're about?
Okay, well, I finally caught up with the whole social media presence. I'm new to this. We have a Facebook page, WTV60. I'll get back to that in a minute. For those that like Instagram, we're WTV60. If you like Twitter,
Mhm.
we're WTV60. So we're using all the social media platforms, but I think, speaking about the active advocacy inside our family, we now have a special group. Many of you probably are already part of a group. And we ask two questions. And frankly, the first question is, what year did you graduate high school?
Uh-huh.
This is me. I'm not looking for women, I'm sorry, but not women in their 50s. You have so much going on already and support around you. I'm trying to make our content be relevant for women that are discounted already. So I do ask your year of high school. And the question is to tell us what you're standing for. Who are you supporting with your activism or your advocacy? So it gives us a framework of who is going to join this community. And this is where we can have these specialized conversations with women and address some of the issues, because we know there are going to be so many more. I hate to say it, there are going to be more obstacles and challenges
Yes.
coming up for us. I think it just happens as our health starts to decline. We get worried about running out of money. There's a lot of reasons for it. So
Yeah.
face pretty clean. We have already 1,000 members in 1 year in our community.
Yeah. I have to say that I loved what you said, how you started
And
out.
I'll just add one other.
Mhm. You're what?
Okay, I forgot to say, we just instituted this month at we have what we're calling the program guide. It's an email that goes out every Tuesday that has the links to the current shows that are uploaded that week, and has a link to a prior show or two, depending on what's relevant or what we're going to highlight.
I like that. I wanted to, first off, I got carried away with all the difficulties we had with technology and all, and I didn't say thank you and welcome for being here and for those of you who will come for the replay. But Dorothy, you mentioned something that's very paramount in my thinking, and that is you said you ask women, and I think this is really powerful, what are you standing for? I use other verbiage and say, are you standing and looking to support and be of assistance to someone else and to others? But who and what are you standing for? Because it should be something that's going to be impactful and memorable for other women. So I love that verbiage. And there was a group that I was associated with some time ago, and that was their verbiage. Who and what are you standing for? And I really like that, because we have to stand way beyond ourselves.
Okay.
Nobody does anything alone, right? You got to be standing there for
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. Let me just say a quick hello
Yeah.
to the audience again. Dorothy,
Yeah.
just hold on for 1 second, because what I want to do is say hello and thank you for being here and welcome. I got carried away because Dorothy and I had every kind of issue imaginable coming to you via this live streaming. And she's not as technical and I'm not technical. So, but we just survive. We just keep rising. We just keep going on. But I want you to do this. I want you to pop in the word style here somewhere if you come later, even for the replay, and then just let us know that you were here, because you are being offered a free brochure, and that brochure will come to you automatically. And I also want to extend an invitation to you. And I want this invitation to not only be to join my group, Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies. I want you to also take note of Dorothy's Gmail and her name and her website, her TV station, and connect with her. We all need each other and as much support as we can get. So join my Facebook group, Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies, where you'll be offered all kinds of tips and tools and nuggets and things that will benefit you on your journey whatever that journey might be. We're all on some type of journey or another. I really don't know where all this clicking is coming from. I hope I'll get somebody who's technical who'll be able to share with me why this happens. I don't know why I can listen to other broadcasts and it doesn't occur, and yet I have it here. And I'm told that the equipment that I have is as top of the line as you can get. So it's far beyond my comprehension at the moment, but that will change. So just remember to type in style if you come for the replay or after, and also to join as I put up Dorothy Kelly's website, her Gmail, and her TV station so that you can connect with her. That is the intention, that we all connect with each other. So that said, Dorothy, let me bring you back up and tell me, of all the things that you could have considered and that you could have decided that you wanted to do to be an activist and an advocate for, and not being technical as I'm not either, how did you decide to do a TV station? Though I still want to know that. What motivated you to start a TV station?
Okay. I think I hinted about it earlier that
You did, hinted.
when we look at a lot of the content that's available, at least around articles, where our patience level is so shallow and long, incoming, you have to be sitting at your computer, etc. And the TV idea came to me because you can watch, but you don't have to watch. It's a way to get content that moves you further from it. And remember, we grew up with TV. That's a medium that we know and we like. And what I forgot to say about the activities is I would love women that want to create and tell their own story. But more importantly, I cannot wait for the first woman that says they have an entertainment piece ready, and we'll film them and we'll actually be showing entertainment of women our age on screen. And finally, I always have a lot to say, don't I, Joy?
I think
Finally,
it's great.
when I look at what's going on, when I look at TV, there's not the audience, there's not the way for us. Women our age are not always invited to go on TV. And I thought, well, what the heck? We'll have our own station.
You know, Dorothy, what you're addressing is what I do in my style consulting. And I'm going to get to that in a moment. But you see, beauty and confidence, style, and presence, it does not weigh heavy on either one of these five things: your race, your age, your weight, your height, or your education.
Right.
And so if you're looking to be relevant and stand for something beyond yourself, there's beauty in so many options and possibilities that you have. So I applaud you for what you're doing. And I know that it's not easy, especially with there's so much going on that's not geared for our market. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to have you here. My apologies for this horrible connection, but we'll rise above it. And hopefully there's some kind of editing magic people can do. And if not, we'll have to do this again when we find out what's going on. But let me ask you this, because time does fly here. When it comes to style and your transformation from what you were doing accounting to now, how would you define your style? What does your style convey to you, and what do you want to convey to others? What classification would you put yourself in?
Okay, well, thanks for asking. And I'm going to share with your audience right now that I had gotten a little lazy with my personal style in the past. I stopped wearing makeup. You know, I didn't care so much how I was dressing. And I did change my dress a little bit recently. Joy, when I met you and I saw what you were talking about, for the viewers, I went right out to the drugstore and bought all new makeup, remember? And I made a little video and sent Joy and said, look, I am upping my game. I was not even wearing makeup. doing my videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, Dorothy, come on. You don't have to like do the pancake makeup, but you can certainly look a little better. And ever since then, I have changed my minimal makeup, the outfits I was wearing, putting on jewelry. And thank you, Joy. You really inspired me to make that change.
You are preaching to the choir, and I love it. And
That's right.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because when you won my heart, you have my heart. When you emailed and videoed me the what you did and how you did it, I said bravo. And then when I got to know you a little bit more, I said good, because that's the intention. I think just because we're more mature women, we can't just give up the ship completely. I have a thing about be your best
Yeah.
and look your best, especially when you're showing up to be impactful and memorable to
Yeah.
those who need your wisdom. Because, Dorothy, we're now in the casual mode and we can go crazy with that. So I applaud you for sharing that honesty and that authentic what happened with you. And now you are keeping it simple, but showing up in a more positive, powerful way. Wouldn't you agree? Yes.
Yes. And I feel better. I feel better. I have a closet full of clothes I was never wearing.
Oh, we're
Don't
going.
we all? And now I'm putting together outfits. And
Yes. I thank you for that honesty. I appreciate it because we have lots to talk about and lots to share with each other. And I have a feeling that we're going to be connected for quite a while. Dorothy, thank you for coming here and sharing with us your story and how you're doing this. The connection was horrible. You're going to get this video, but I'm going to find out why this is like this. And then we'll have to do this again because I love your story. I think it's fantastic. So I'm going to put you into the lobby for now. Say so long for the audience. And thank you, thank you, thank you.
okay.
Thank you. Bye. What can I say? Who knows? This technology, we're going to conquer it sooner than later. Let me just say this to you. Don't forget to type in style in the comments somewhere, and we'll make sure you get your complimentary brochure. But here's what I want to say and leave you with, because it really is about how you show up. I mean, Dorothy's ending could not have been better. And we'll do this again where you can hear and understand everything she's saying. I want to give you a little nugget, a little joyism when it comes to style. I want you to pick out 3 things about your body that you love and you want to showcase. 3 things that you love about your body and you want to showcase, whatever that is. And then right next to it, I want you to write 3 things that you don't want to showcase, that you don't want to be seen. Those are the nuggets, the tips, and the joyisms that I'm sharing with you today. Because when it comes to style, you want to be able to highlight always the parts of you that you absolutely idolize and love. Now, there's some who are going to say, well, I love everything. Well, that's a lot of hooey. All of us, I don't care if it's Marilyn Monroe or Grace Kelly or whoever, or even Beyonce, there are parts about your body that you're not crazy about. And so we learn to conceal, mask, and disguise in a way that's complementary to your look. I want to end with this. First off, thank you again. We're a little bit off kilter here, but then we just continue to rise. Rise is the key word here. This show, Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies, is all about women who are in their second act, regardless of age, who want to be the best that they can be at whatever it is that they're doing and to share that with others. So I'm inviting you to join the group. Just go in and join the group because there's so much that we're going to be offering you and soon. In the meantime, I'd like to leave you with this. You have your nugget, your tip, and your joyism for this week. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to stand up, like Dorothy said, take a stance and shout out, I'm here and I'm ready to rise and connect with other women who want to lead because it is our time. That said, you be well, stay safe, and do all that you can to support and help others. Same time, same station next week. And thank you for being here. All the best. So long for now. Cheers.